What's up, guys? Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you my April 8th, 2013 Raw review. First things first, always send in questions for the Q&A, which is tomorrow. Inbox me here on YouTube or message me on Twitter. Pretty much that's it. And also, after the Raw review, I'm going to give a quick little update on the status of Chase Oliver 68. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. But let's get started with the Raw review. So anyways, in the Raw review, what happened was John Cena came out. Okay, he was like, "Hey, I'm turning heel." Haha, very funny, Cena. And then all of a sudden, Mark Henry came out because John Cena said he wanted to defend the title. But then Booker T came out and told us, "Yo, sucker, The Rock has a title shot still, dude." So Mark Henry has to face John Cena. If he can beat John Cena, he gets a title shot. So it turns out Rock is still going to have his title shot. Whoop-de-doo, he still has it. I don't know what he's going to do. Apparently, The Rock didn't show up on Raw because he was injured. And a lot of fans are going to hate on The Rock for this, but I hope he gets better soon. I'm not one of those fans that hate on little shit. I'm tired of these fans that get all pissed off for no fucking reason. Just because The Rock's injured, he doesn't want to show up to Raw. Who cares if he doesn't want to show up to Raw? You know, he's done a lot for this company in the past. Without him and Stone Cold, we wouldn't be talking about WWE today. We wouldn't have this YouTube service to talk about wrestling. Without Hulk Hogan, you wouldn't have him. So you know what? I just don't understand why fans nowadays just bash the legends that created this business. I just don't understand. But it turns out we're going to get John Cena versus Mark Henry. And Undertaker is going to come out. So that's going to be cool. Daniel Bryan versus Big E Langston. Pretty much Big E dominated, won the match, looked good. I mean, wow, Big E looked good here on Raw. But at WrestleMania, yeah, he looked good. But he should have won. He should have won at WrestleMania last night. But he didn't. But it's good that Big E picked up the win here against Daniel Bryan. I thought that was a really good job. Now, next up was the Intercontinental title match between Wade Barrett and The Miz. And in all honesty here, this was a fun match to watch. I thought it was a pretty good match. But my problem with it was that Wade Barrett won the IC title again. And I just don't understand. What was the fucking point of The Miz winning the title in the first place? There was no point in The Miz winning the title in the first place if just Wade Barrett's going to win it back. Seriously, no point. I mean, you're just pretty much saying, we don't really like The Miz as a face. And in all honesty, it's just like, who does? I mean, The Miz as a face is kind of dull and boring. I usually give time before I judge face characters. I always do give time. I feel people who are so direct and so like, this guy sucks as a face, 3 minutes into their face run is not fair. It's not a fair assumption. I give Miz time. Miz is not a good face. See, I think he works better as a heel. I thought he was a guy that could play off as a face very, very well. Turns out he can't. So Wade Barrett wins. But it's just like, why? I mean, Wade Barrett's character is not really anything too interesting. I don't think anyone's grabbing to go see Wade Barrett. He's a great talent. I think Wade Barrett's an awesome talent. But really? To win this match? Blah, 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 to me. To me. Not to you guys. You may have loved it. But Wade Barrett is the new Intercontinental Champion. I've been waiting for this moment forever. And I'm pretty sure most of you have been too. Yeah, fuck the match itself. Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter were taking on Alberto Del Rio. Del Rio won. That doesn't matter. The point that matters to most of us was that Dolph Ziggler finally cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase. And he defeated Alberto Del Rio. And what I loved about this cash-in, more than the most, was they were showing Alberto Del Rio's heart as a champion. We don't get that mostly for cash-ins. And I'm happy that Alberto Del Rio at least got attempts to fight back. But the main part is that Dolph Ziggler finally cashed in his Money in the Bank. My problem with it is, this should have happened fucking last night. Like, what the hell? Why is this happening on Monday Night Raw instead of WrestleMania? I mean, I'm happy for Dolph Ziggler. Don't think I hate Dolph Ziggler. Don't think I dislike him. I hate this when wrestling fans, us reviewers, we come on here and give an opinion, and we're analyzing the situation, and we give our thoughts on it, and a lot of you wrestling fans think we actually hate these wrestlers. No, I like most of the wrestlers that I commentate on, okay? There's some wrestlers, I don't really like that much, but I still give a fair assumption on them. And I feel that's the problem with sometimes some of us reviewers, we don't give fair assumptions, but that's a topic for another day. But when it comes down to this, why didn't this happen last night? Dolph Ziggler winning that WrestleMania would have been so much better. It brings some life to that WrestleMania card that was missing. I felt, the life of WrestleMania was missing because of Dolph Ziggler cash-in. That's how important I feel Dolph Ziggler cash-in is. Now, for me personally, I'm going to analyze this. Once again, I don't hate Dolph Ziggler. I actually love Dolph Ziggler. I love him as a talent. But was this the right time for Dolph Ziggler to really cash in the Money in the Bank? For me personally, I think yes, it was the right time for Dolph Ziggler to cash in the Money in the Bank. Yes, he was treated like dog shit throughout, been stuck with the bottomless pit that is known as AJ Lee. But other than that, 8 months, it was kind of like, when Edge had the Money in the Bank, and it was just like, we forgot that he was Money in the Bank. Sometimes you did kind of forget Dolph Ziggler was Mr. Money in the Bank, and that's something I like when it's something surprising. I mean, it wasn't ultimately surprising, but, you know what? I think this was the right time for Ziggler to cash in. I'm happy he's World Heavyweight Champion. I don't hate Dolph Ziggler. The one knock on this is that, does this hurt Alberto Del Rio going forward? That's my one knock, because Del Rio got a huge WrestleMania win, and it's just like, does this hurt Del Rio going forward as a potential huge baby base for the company? That is something you guys got to think about. Yes, you're happy Dolph Ziggler won, but if you're analyzing the situation, how does it affect the people around him? How does it affect Alberto Del Rio? Is he going to win the title back anytime soon? Let's think about those situations as well. Not just, oh, Dolph Ziggler won, it's the greatest scene ever. Let's look at all analyze and situations here. You can be happy you won. But don't think, this doesn't also hurt Alberto Del Rio. I think Del Rio may, I did like what they did with him, making him look like the heart of the champion, but does this help Alberto Del Rio moving forward? Hey, guys, remember when Raw turned 3 hours and we were all like, huh, dude, like fucking the undercard will get so pushed in this. And then a lot of us were like, nah, man, that ain't happening. Well, guess what? The undercard got pushed tonight. Santino Marella, R-Truth, and Zack Ryder took on 3MB in a nice little 6-man tag match. Gee, I wonder if there's going to be more of these on Monday Night Raw. All right, moving on forward to The Undertaker. The Undertaker came out. Pretty much just said, respecting Paul Bearer, said 3 words, and all of a sudden, the Shield, dude. Like the fucking Shield came out, okay? And you know what? The Shield coming out was perfect. They tweeted earlier, hey, we're going to make something historic here happen at Raw. What's better history than fucking beating up The Undertaker? And all of a sudden, straight up, Shield come down, going to take down Undertaker, but all of a sudden, here comes Kane and Daniel Bryan. Oh my God! And I don't know what this is teasing. I don't know if this is teasing Kane and Daniel Bryan taking on the Shield for the tag team titles. I don't know. I know Undertaker is going to be going to the European tour, so maybe Taker's staying a while longer. Maybe Taker's staying a while longer than what we are expecting. But you know what? I'm guessing that Taker's staying a while longer than what we were expecting. That's for sure. Oh God. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love my boy Randy Orton, but there's one match I absolutely hate out of Randall Keith Orton's career, and that's any match with fucking Sheamus. Being dead serious here, when Randy Orton and Sheamus wrestle, I could give 2 shits less. Not because I hate Sheamus. You guys know I love Randy Orton. It's just they don't click in the ring to me. They just don't. And so, this whole thing, Sheamus wants to face the Big Show, and then Big Show, then Randy Orton went to Booker T. He's like, oh yeah, I want to face the Big Show. And then they got into an argument. And a lot of people were saying, is this the Orton heel turn we've been waiting for? It didn't turn out to be that. These two had a match. The fans didn't care. The fans were like, Ole, RVD, JBL. That was the funniest part. They showed JBL. JBL was like trying so hard not to laugh, at the fans chanting JBL. And he's like, oh, smart people. But the match was just terrible. And when you have fans chanting, thank you, fucking Big Show. Thank you, fucking Big Show. These people are chanting, thank you, Big Show. Are you fucking kidding me? That's when you know a match is not good between 2 superstars. Randy Orton and Sheamus, great talents in this business. They just cannot wrestle a fucking match together. I can't even find a good Randy Orton and Sheamus match. But Big Show kicks the living shit out of both of them. Obviously, he kicked the shit more out of my boy Orton more. And Big Show, you should know, the Viper, he strikes at any fucking time. So you know what? Better watch out, Big Show, because Randy Orton's going to take you down. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. But the highlight of the night for me, no, I'm just kidding. Fun, Gone, Go. Fun, Gone, Go. Fans were humming his theme, dancing. Oh, I loved it. Kofi Kingston came out. Everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh, it's Kofi Kingston. They didn't care. It's all about Fandango, baby. Chris Jericho beat up Fandango. Didn't matter. Because Fandango still won the match by DQ. He's still undefeated. Fandango was over tonight, and I loved it. I loved it because I'm a fan of Fandango. I am. So I'm happy Fandango got over tonight. And that's all I can really say about this segment. Next up, Paul Heyman pretty much just wants Brock Lesnar to fight. And he's ready for a fight. Doesn't fight for free, though. So we're not going to go see him on Monday Night Raw anytime soon wrestling a match. You got to order those $50 pay-per-views. Or stream it. And CM Punk is going to talk about Undertaker next week. I thought CM Punk was going to talk about Undertaker tonight. But hey, whatever. We move on forward. The Bella Swats, Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow took up Brodus Clay, Tensai, and Cameron Naomi. Yeah, Tensai, Brodus Clay, Naomi, and Cameron, they won. Yay. Go Team Funkadactyls. But I think we all want to talk about that main event. All right? Main event, Mark Henry versus John Cena. That match sucked. Terrible match between these two. But what happened was great, was that Mark Henry lost by countout. That wasn't the great part. The best part of it all, the best, was when Mark Henry beats up John Cena. And all of a sudden, feed me more. Feed me more. Fucking Ryback comes out there. What does Ryback do? Kick the living shit out of Mark Henry. Fuck you, Mark Henry. You can't stand against Ryback. And all of a sudden, Cena's looking at Ryback like, oh, fuck, man. What are you going to do, man? Ryback's like, bitch, stay to the ground. Give me that belt. Feed me more. Feed me more. Ryback is the #1 contender, bitches. I don't care what anyone says. I'm happy about this ending segment of Monday Night Raw. Hence, a great match, hopefully at Extreme Rules, between Ryback and John Cena. I know, internet fans are going to cry. It's against Ryback and John Cena. You know what? Ryback deserves this match. He's super fucking over. Call me when you can do this with your arms. He's doing like the weirdest things with his arms and is saying, feed me more. And fans are buying into this shit. I love it, man. And like I said before, I'm a huge Ryback fan. So you know I'm loving me some Ryback. And I'm glad he's facing John Cena. I think that's a big match, and hopefully Ryback wins. If not, I'm going to be upset. He most likely ain't going to win. But anyways, let's just go overall. Final thoughts on Raw. Crowd was hot. I loved it. Kept me entertained for most of the show. Felt like a lot of stuff from WrestleMania should have happened. You know, a lot of Monday Night Raw stuff that happened tonight should have happened at WrestleMania. And that's bad when Monday Night Raw, you know, is clearly outclassing WrestleMania to some degree. I'm not going to go say this is like a better show than WrestleMania. I thought it was a good show. Great Monday Night Raw. Hopefully it can lead up to more. I mean, we got a tease to the WWE Championship, which I like. More stories are being built on this Monday Night Raw. But the only problems, the negatives, Dolph Ziggler winning the World Heavyweight title. That's good for the World title scene. More interesting stuff in the World title scene. But negatives, you know, the IC title scene. Where the fuck was Cesaro? I mean, he's our U.S. champion. Where the fuck is he? Tag team titles are being built up, so that's a positive. You know, there's a lot of positives to this Monday Night Raw. So I give it a B+. I think this was a really good episode of Monday Night Raw. Let's see if WWE can keep it on going. Anyways, guys, this is Chase Oliver 68. If you guys like me, you can subscribe by clicking the little icon right here or down below. Follow me on Twitter at Chase Oliver 68 and send in your questions for the Q&A, damn it. Anyways, I'm out of here. Sorry if I talked a little bit fast. Peace!